Days now after the Oak Hill fire destroyed 11 homes and damaged even more, the fire danger across the area is still extremely high. This morning, a fire in Wimberley sent 2 people to the hospital, destroyed 2 homes and damaged a third. We have team coverage this evening tracking how the fire started and how you can help prevent fires from starting over the Easter weekend. We begin our team coverage with KXAN's Reagan Heckelman, who's on Flight Acres Drive in Wimberley. Reagan?
Well, Leslie, right now there are still a few firefighters here at one of the houses behind me that caught on fire earlier this morning. They're here making sure this fire does not start up again. Now, 2 people were injured in this fire, a man and a woman, a husband and a wife, I should say. The husband was injured, suffered some serious burns. He was flown to San Antonio to a hospital there. The wife was injured when she tried to jump off the second-story balcony to escape the flames of the fire. Now, we're also told that it took firefighters 5 hours to get this fire under control. There's not much left of the dream home Cindy Wood and her husband built on the banks of the Blanco River just a few years ago.
I hate to lose it, but it's gone.
It's gone thanks to a fire that started on the balcony of her neighbor's house.
But I got here about 4 o'clock and the first house was fully engulfed.
Fire investigators believe this fire was started by this propane tank. They said the propane tank exploded, quickly catching this house on fire. Took only a few minutes to destroy it, and then the fire moved next door.
They couldn't save it because they didn't have the water, they didn't have the manpower.
The people who live in the city are used to having a fire department within 5 minutes of their house all over Austin. And it's a little different out here in the country. Firefighters
had to tank water in from the nearest fire hydrant a quarter of a mile away. 4 departments and every firefighter they had to battle the blaze. It took them 5 hours to put the fire out.
Devastating, because everything that we have is gone.
Now, firefighters say they were worried this morning about this fire starting a wildfire. That did not happen, but they tell us had that happened, they were definitely ready for it. Now, the fire danger has been on everyone's mind recently, and that means some new rules for area parks. KXAN's Chris Sadeghi joins us live with more on that part of the story.
Well, if you have Easter egg hunting plans, right now would be a good time to double check them, because in City of Austin parks, you can't even light up a cigarette. But in Travis County parks, not only can you light up this, you can also light up this. There are varying rules set for this weekend with the fire danger, and some parks are more trusting than others. The first order of business is to set up the campsite. But before they even got through the gate at Pacebin Park, the law was laid down for the Leyva family.
You don't need propane or gas, no wooden fires.
It's not that big of a deal since propane is how they usually cook up while camping. But other traditions are on the back burner to keep the park from burning.
You can't have your night campfires where you can burn your marshmallows and stuff.
And across the park is the reason why. A small fire burned up along this roadside, and it was one of 4 fires at county parks last weekend. But believe it or not, park rangers are showing a little more trust than Easter campers.
As of today, we're still allowing charcoal in above ground pits.
Pits on the ground like this shouldn't even be touched. But Ranger Supervisor Pete Burke says as long as there's at least a gallon of water nearby, charcoal or propane grilling in pits like this are okay. Unlike Travis County, which allows charcoal and propane, Austin City Parks only allow propane, and they're also banning cigarettes, which are often the culprit for scorched ground like this. In Travis County, they simply say, let's keep it clean.
We don't have any restrictions on cigarette smoking other than the fact that if you do throw your cigarette butts down, that's littering.
The rules may vary wherever you're hunting eggs, but if a rule is broken, rangers will be hunting you down for a possible $500 fine. So there are different rules for state parks, county parks, and city parks. If you go to our website, KXAN.com, you can check out those rules. Also see some of the more popular Easter egg hunting spots and see if things like this and like this are allowed. We're live at Peace Park. Chris Sadeghi, KXAN, Austin News.